Good morning, all. My name is Manju. I have 10 years of teaching experience. I'm going to start class 10 CBSE chemistry. First chapter I'm going to start. Actually, I'm doing now online and offline teaching there. So anyone interested, you can contact me. For my number is provided below. Anyone interested, you can contact me. 8, 9, 10 classes, CBSE classes I'm handling, and IGCSE and ICSE classes also I'm handling. The same classes. Thank you. Okay. So class 10, CBSE chemistry, first chapter, you all know that is chemical equations and chemical reactions there. So here, first chapter, some of the kids are telling it is boring also. So, but not much boring if you're interested chemistry. It will be very easy, especially the balancing portions. From my experience, I saw many kids are interested in that portions to do that. They will simply take so many equations and they will balance their. Okay, here I'm going to do a very small portion just as a starting. So in this chapter, a quick review we will do. What are the learning objectives? Means after this chapter, what are the things you must know? So first one, definitely to understand chemical reactions. Then write and balance equations, chemical equations. Then classify reaction types. Different chemical reactions are there, that chemical reactions and their examples you must study, and their applications also you must study. Then understand oxidation and reduction reactions. That is a part of the chemical reactions only. Then another one is application, that is corrosion and rancidity. So these are the main contents you have to study from this chapter. So let's start. First, what is a chemical reaction? What do you mean by chemical reaction? So a chemical reaction is a process in which a new substance is formed. This occurs when chemical bonds between atoms are broken and new bonds are formed. Chemical reactions involve rearranging atoms to transform reactants into new products, often observed via color changes, gas evolution, or temperature changes. So, what is a chemical reaction? A chemical reaction is nothing but there two or more substances combined together, you are getting new substances. So which are the substances combining? That combining substances we call them as reactants. Then the substances after chemical reaction means the new substances forming, we call them as products. For example, if we consider formation of water from hydrogen and oxygen. If hydrogen and oxygen combine together, you will get water. So in this reaction, you can try to identify what are the reactants here and what is the product there. Yes, exactly. So I think I know you all know this answer. Hydrogen plus oxygen. So hydrogen and oxygen are the reactants here. Left side, you'll write the reactants. Then product is water here. So, a chemical reaction means it's a process in which new substances are formed. So, how will you identify a chemical reaction happened or not? So, that is the method. The different ways are there we can identify. So, it is given here by color change during the chemical reaction. If some color changes happens from in this solution, we can identify, yes, some chemical reactions happen there. Then sometimes you can see what we, maybe you know this term brisk effervescence or effervescence. Effervescence means what? It is by the formation of gases. There is you can see some bubbles in that solution, that is known as effervescence. So if it is, we can show some effervescence there, that is we can understood, okay, gas is forming there. Or temperature changes. Then if some temperature changes, for example, some of the reactions if you're adding in water, if you take in beaker some amount of water and adding acid to that, after that if you're touching that beaker, we could feel hotness there. So that means there is increase in temperature, or in some other reactions you feel coldness there. So from the temperature change also you can identify that the reaction happened there. So these are the methods through which we can identify a chemical reaction happens. So which are the methods? Can you now tell me which are the methods through which we can identify a chemical reaction happened there? So one, color change. Yes, exactly. The color change. If the color change happened there, you can identify there is some chemical reaction happen. Then second is temperature change. Temperature change. If temperature change happens, we can say there is some chemical reaction happens. Okay, what's the third one? What is the third one? Sometimes you can see some precipitates also. Precipitate means or some new residues also. You can see some residues are settling down. Means some substance, insoluble substances are settling down. So these are the different ways of identifying a chemical reaction. Clear? Hope you understood this one. Okay. So next, after this, we have to go to next topic. So what is our next topic? What is a chemical equation? What do you mean by chemical equation? So now we discussed about chemical reaction. So always we can't go and we can't always give proper explanation for a chemical reaction. So in chemistry, we are using some symbolic representation to represent chemical reaction. So for easily to represent a chemical reaction, we can use chemical equation. So that is what it is given. It is a symbolic representation of a chemical reaction. So it involves the chemical formulas of the reactants on the left side and products on the right side, separated by an arrow. Example, here it is given. You can see the reaction of hydrogen with oxygen to form water can be written as 2H2 plus O2 gives 2H2O. So in a chemical reaction, reactants are written on the left side and products are on the right side. So that's as per rule. While writing a chemical equation, left side you must write the reactants and afterwards right side you can write the products. Both are connected through the arrow. Okay, hope you understood. Okay, if for example, if another reaction, if I'm writing like this, how will you write that? Can you try to write the burning of magnesium ribbon? Burning of magnesium ribbon. Magnesium symbol you know, right? Mg. So burning of magnesium ribbon. Can you try to write the equation? How will you write? Okay, so Mg is magnesium. So burning means it is combining with oxygen. So what you are getting? Getting magnesium oxide. Okay. So this equation is not the balanced equation. This is just a skeletal equation. So balancing of equation we will study later. So this equation is known as skeletal equation. So another equation also I'll say you, if zinc, reaction of zinc or metals with reaction of zinc or metals with acid. Can you try to write a chemical equation? How will you write? Zinc. Zinc plus, for example, here acid I am taking hydrochloric acid, HCl. So what products you will get? So metals, whenever reacting with acid, what gas will evolving? Yes, hydrogen gas is evolving. So along with that, what you will get? Zinc chloride, ZnCl2 plus hydrogen gas is evolving here. This equation also not a balanced equation. We will balance it in next class. So here this is also skeletal equation. So we have to balance this equation as per law of conservation of mass. So 9th standard you studied that law of conservation of mass, right? Yes, mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. So as per the rule, the number of atoms present on the left hand side or the reactant side must be equal to number of atoms present on the right hand side. Okay, so for simply how can you balance this one? So here how many magnesium here? Magnesium, one magnesium atom here. Right side also one magnesium atom. But oxygen we have to check two oxygen atoms here. Right side one oxygen atom there. So what you have to do? Here you can put 1, 2. But whenever you are putting 2 here, what will happen? The number of magnesium also changed. So you have to go back. Here also you have to put 2. So again you have to check this. 2 Mg plus O2 gives 2 MgO. So this is the balanced equation for this one. Now this is the balanced equation. Okay, then this equation also will try to balance. Then, so zinc, how many zinc here? Here one zinc, here also right side also one zinc. Hydrogen only one on left side. Hydrogen, 2 hydrogen atoms on right side. So for balancing this, I'm putting 2 here. So we can't put any number here down. Don't put anything, only left side you can put the number. So if I put 2 here, this 2 is common for hydrogen and chlorine. So now it becomes 2 hydrogen here, but chlorine number becomes changed to 2. So here also chlorine 2, then no need to change. But zinc, then zinc 2, 2 hydrogen, 2 HCl. So it is balanced. Now it is the balanced equation. Hope you understood the portion. Okay, so this is just a small introduction of this chapter. Chemical reactions and chemical equations. So I'll come with the new next topic. Right? Next class. Thank you. If anyone interested to join my class, you can contact my WhatsApp number. Thank you.